Hello everybody, just joining you again on this pretty nice March afternoon. Wanted to show you my chicken coop today. So I've shown you the wood shed, talked about it, and on the back I built an addition, and so that addition is the chicken coop. That little addition just cost me 4 pieces of 2x10 metal, I think 2 foot by 10 foot long, and everything else pretty much I sourced based on what I had. Now I had this little dog kennel here, and I've got a glare on the screen, but I had a little dog kennel, and I used the one with the door in it to get in there. So this is a really good setup for something you might be able to use. So I had some leftover concrete that I used for the floor, but as you can tell, you can just come in here. As you come in, got a little turkey in here now. She's too big to get out, so she just kind of crouches there. Her day is coming. She's only got 1 week left, and then she's due to be dinner. But anyway, as you can tell, I use locust trees as posts to add on to this building, and use some branches across here for them to roost on. Had a little roosting box, and that's just the back of the woodshed. And we've got a dust bath for them, a heated waterer, and I just keep their food in a trash can in here. Now I've built this second door to pretty much come in and out of the run, and then I have another gate on the run so I can go in and out of that if this door gets blocked. And they've got a little hole and board where they can run out here. Now I use the deep bedding method. I'm sure there's some other fancy term for it, but I just allow them to poop in here and let it stack up over winter. Then I clean it out, and ultimately it gets pretty deep in here, but it stays warm. It's got a concrete floor, so whenever I clean it out in the spring, I'll just come in here, I'll scoop it all out, put it in my wheelbarrow, go to the garden, which is right outside the door here. If you notice, this is very close to my house and my garden, and so that's kind of where you want your chicken coop placed. You want it close to everything, and you want it to be able to be accessible. So I'm not the only one who comes in here and does everything. My wife comes in here sometimes, and it's real nice for it to be next to the kitchen, so I can reach down, I can get eggs. And our little turkey here, how are you doing? You're shaking. You know it's about time, don't you? Yeah, you know it's time. You know it's time. Well, I'm sorry, little girl. But you can kind of tell that it's just a work in progress, just a little place to keep your chickens, nothing major. And really, if you keep about 7 or 8 layers, that's enough to last you as long as you'll need for a family of 4, unless you just eat a whole bunch of eggs. But I mean, you can tell we've got some eggs here. They're not huge. So I've got Rhode Island Reds. That little one you see, that's kind of a light brown color, that one is an Easter egger. And then I've got Barred Rocks, and I really like the Rhode Island Reds and the Barred Rocks. They're really docile birds and really good to keep. You can tell, well, I already have some fruit trees blooming here. That's our peach tree. Yeah, we've got a peach and you can see it, and a pear, and an apple here. I'm hoping that our peach tree actually does well here, because these blooms are kind of early in the year, but it's got quite a few on it. And this is an apple, but the pink one's the peach. But anyway, just thinking about all this, you know, it's nice to have it really close. It's nice to have your berry bushes close by. Kind of wards off predators. You know, they don't want to get in these thorns as much. So and also with them by the woodshed, they can eat any insects or whatever. But having it that close to your garden, that's money, folks. And having it that close to your house. Now, you want it to where it's kind of downwind. You don't want to smell them as much, but they're behind my woodshed here. So the placement, the setup, all that goes into play. The reason the setup is so good, I can stand up vertically, okay? You want to be able to stand up vertically in your chicken coop. I see all these mobile coops and stuff that you've got to crawl around in them if you want to clean them, or come up with some special thing to clean them with. Well, I've got a shovel, and I just go in there with a shovel every now and then and clean it out. I can push them all out into the run, close off the little hole there, and just shovel all this out, open back up their hole, and let them back in. It's just functionally, it's super easy, it's super close. You don't want to make it a chore. And someone once told me, you know, make your homestead, set it up to where on the worst winter day you still want to homestead there. And so that's kind of what we got going on here. We've set it up on the worst winter day to where we're happy with it still. Anyway, thank y'all.